Introduction. That one time I wrote a book using the pages of my diary. If you're anything like me, and many other women and very secure men in America, your Monday night guilty pleasure includes watching The Bachelor while consuming your body weight in pizza rolls and Doritos. That's right, I called you out. Ain't no shame in the game. I'm right there with you. Something about watching people fall in love is captivating. I've always wondered what it would be like to go on the show. It sounds amazing, but the reality is my awkwardness would be painful to watch, though it likely would make great television. When I get awkward, I get weird and funny. Picture Gracie Hart from Miss Congeniality meets Mia Thermopolis from The Princess Diaries. Yes, that's me. I can provide quality rom-com entertainment. When I began writing this book 9 years ago, I was 22 years old and had never been on a real date. Eek! Scary, I know. But several variables have contributed to this unique equation, so cut your girl some slack. For starters, I was homeschooled through my entire education. That's right. I was homeschooled before it was cool. And believe me, it definitely wasn't cool. Therefore, I never shared in the common teenage social engagements that encourage the opportunity for dating. I never attended prom or homecoming or experienced the joys and probably hyperventilating anxiety that comes with the hottest boy in school asking you to be his date. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and we were all homeschooled together. Think Little House on the Prairie, but we didn't wear bonnets or turn our own butter, though my mother did sew 80% of our outfits. Were we Amish? Possibly. I'm still not entirely sure. I grew up in a very conservative home in Miami, Florida, where my family attended church faithfully every Sunday. My parents were the pastors, so if we didn't show up, no one did. In a way, we were kind of like missionaries in our own city. My parents were anything but conventional. They broke all the rules when it came to living by societal norms, and our Christian values set the stage for our developmental aptitude. It might sound foreign, but growing up in this faith-centric lifestyle was exciting, not a boring religious act. My childhood was awesome and full of good times, but just like any other family, we had our issues, especially when it came to crossing into adolescence. As the cooties myth began to lose its effect, my parents were at a loss for helping us navigate the emotional and biological nuances of sexual attraction, conversations parents should definitely have with their kids. Therefore, navigating the road to romance had its awkward introduction. I can't account for my siblings, but my personal transition into adolescence left me feeling embarrassed and confused due to a lack of guidance. My parents never initiated a conversation about boys or dating, and I was too afraid to ask. When I had my first crush at 9 years old, I felt ashamed, like I had to hide it. From the bits and pieces I did gather from my parents, they believed dating was worldly and not meant for Christians to partake in. Looking back now, I understand where they were coming from and see how dating was stripped of dignity in our culture at that time. My parents were doing their best to teach us to make good choices. However, restricting and sheltering us from important life lessons, instead of guiding us through them, resulted in confusion. You see, I grew up during a time where everyone in Christendom was kissing, dating goodbye, and slipping on chastity belts like it was the new fad, #outfit of the day, for fear of losing their virginity before safely making it to the altar on their wedding day. I say this with slight sarcasm, yet with reference for the good that came out of this movement.